Hey everybody, welcome back. We're here with more Path of Exile, where I have managed to play ahead a little bit, mainly because I screwed up and thought I was recording when in fact I wasn't. So just to give you a recap on what's been going on, we've been working towards getting some life bonuses. Hooray. I think 20 maximum life's probably better right now. I've been looking at some information sort of for the Shadow class, just to kind of try and get an idea of some areas to look out for that'll align with what I want to do with this character. And some notes I'm going to be shooting for is, first off, nullification. So I'm going to have to work around the tree, up and down here, but nullification, just increasing all this evasion and energy shield is going to be good. Fitness is another one I can grab there. There's also some really nice health boosts right here and right here, especially fitness, which is 10% increased max life. And if there's any other sort of outside keystone skill I want to get, it's Eldritch Battery, which will be convert energy shield to mana, because God, I have been flying through mana like crazy. I've been doing a lot of work with Ethereal Knives. It's a fun skill, does a lot of stuff. I actually had some pretty interesting combat sequences so far, but unfortunately we missed that. Kind of got a Glenton Rusted Hatchet of Impact, doesn't do a lot. I switched out double strike or dual strike for heavy strike just for single target purposes, and not too much else, just been blowing through the world. You know how it is in action RPGs, you just play until you play some more. We did fly through the Submerged Passageway Pass, killed a crab friend in the Flooded Depths. I believe that was completing the Dweller of the Deep. So now we are looking for whatever that question mark is, and in order to do so, we are going to go back into our portal. So like I said, I apologize, I was having a pretty interesting session too when, I realized, wait, my external hard drive I'm recording on is not actually flashing with activity, which maybe that speaks to how excited I am to play. But we are currently in the upper submerged passage on hardcore, and I fully expect to die here at some point. I'd like to make it through the first act at least. Maybe I can make it through the first two acts, I don't know. I didn't play the closed beta, so I am going a little blind. Chances are my carelessness will do me in at some point. I've already gotten a little reckless with running around corners here. But even if I do die, in case you didn't hear from other information, or other times that I've played, or other episodes I posted, on hardcore, Path of Exile's nice in that they have the hardcore and softcore split populations entirely, and I'm just gonna good opportunity for traps. There's a lot to funnel here, but the short of it is that if you die on hardcore, you don't lose your character forever. You just can't play them on the hardcore league anymore. Instead, you get to play them just as a normal character. So if you go really attached, if you kind of have the plight of the roguelike and lose your character after 100 hours of play, it's not gone forever. So I'm having some definite adventures in cartography here, trying to figure out where to go next. And it's all randomly generated world, and I gotta be very careful about not cornering myself here. But yeah, Ethereal Knives has been a fantastic item for me so far. Or a fantastic
Feeling a bit short on mana.
Because I was having some trouble before, just having to really kite a ton with my traps, and now I can kind of stand my ground. If anything, I find myself using my cold post less. Oh, that was a scary sound a little bit. So I do have an 11 energy shield. There's the beam there. And I forget exactly what item's giving me an energy shield. Probably something I just bought. Oh no, I picked up a chain belt somewhere along the way. Yeah, I have a belt, so now I have an energy shield. I get a little bit of a bonus to it from some item I picked up. Or some passive skill I took. So leveling up our fire trap, even though we haven't been using it as much. I will keep leveling it. It's nice to have these skills progress with you. And if you do pick up a level 1 gem, it does... Okay, that's the ledge. I have a feeling that might be where we're going next. Yeah, that's probably where we're going next. So I want to finish out this floor first. Because this is kind of a nice, relaxing run through the deeps. Excuse me, that's probably it. So to the ledge, let's get back outside. It's good to know, so I can toggle showing all items by pressing Z, and now we get some happy little wheat. That's a ledge. It's not a huge one, but it's nice that we can't just fall off the environment either. Oh, I can hit a bunch of skeletons. Ooh, skeletons resist fire in this game. Interesting. Jim cannot level up? Oh, I need 16 strength for it. Okay, well, maybe we'll pick up some strength because I am, as I mentioned before, thinking of going for Eldritch Battery, which means I am going to be picking up a little bit of strength on the way. Actually, a lot of strength. But my first goal is to grab life where I can, preferably not get skeletoned to death. Because these guys seem pretty squishy. I just want to make sure they stay dead. So. And right now, I just wonder if I'll be running into, if I go for all life all the time, am I not going to be able to actually... Okay, Iron Ring. I think that's a flat damage increase. Should be, yeah. Physical damage. And physical damage is good because, as I mentioned before in the thing that didn't get recorded, Ethereal Knives is a skill that relies on physical damage, and there's a lot that modifies it. If anything, I was very surprised by how many knives you get up front. So I can see why people have kind of raved about it, saying, if you are able to get... Oh, that was an awful trap placement. If you're able to get like a fork gem relatively early, then that'll split the attacks and you're really in business. Okay, rare chain belt, I will take that. Now, I know it's not the most mana efficient skill, I can already see that, but you know what? It's fun to use, you get to pew-pew a bunch of stuff all around you. And there's an elite. So this looks like a great place to throw some traps. And make everybody burn a little bit. So, we're gonna... Oh, never mind. Elite. That's just a totem that regenerates life for everyone else. But me. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like I'm just being funneled here. Fortunately, I'm not in too much danger if I go out of mana around these skeletons. It seems like I can kind of just cut through everybody. So I did pick up a gem or amulet that lets me regenerate a bunch of mana. And I do also believe I got some skills near here. Okay, definitely pick up the armor scrap. I want to hold on to that as much as I can. I'm getting a lot of arrows. So I gotta be careful. There's bad things happen when I kind of get in a gaming zone and just start killing and hacking things, and next thing you know, I'm taking a dirt nap and rolling a new character. Because it's probably, more than likely it's going to be some... Yeah, we want the Runic Slash instead. 3% increased damage. Probably better than the Energy Shield right now. But, Chain Belts... What does the Scroll of Wisdom say? Yes, that's what we want. We want increased Flask Life recovery rate and Flask duration and Energy Shield. Thank you. Let's not get obliterated. So I can level up Fireball, and I can level up Freezing Pulse. Viper Strike I should be able to level up. And we'll get this skill up point once I clear out some more skeletons, because I figured I was due for a big pack of skeleton goodness like this. Skeletons is a great way to start every morning. So let's rush back a little bit. At least you can hear things when they attack you. Okay, so acceleration, 12 to attack speed, 20 to dexterity. It's not a bad thing to take. I mean, I'm right here, and I can go for all the attack speed. But I gotta pause real quick. Or at least move up here so I don't hopefully get killed. Okay, so I do like having a pretty big life orb. And I do call 150 life a big life orb. Okay, so we're going to be shooting through some intelligence stuff, so I'm not going to be too concerned about these elemental nodes right now. Attack speeds, or increase projectile damage. And this is a projectile, so maybe we do want to hop through this first and then work our way over. So in fact, we may just go ahead and get these. Projectile, projectile, projectile. Yeah. So we're going to hop through those. Gotta make sure my dog's not crushing herself. Okay, so we're still recording. I'm just paranoid about that because I don't want to have whole long stretches of gameplay where you don't see, but I mean, it's a hardcore character, and it's easy enough to prove and say, hey look, you died, you're not hardcore anymore. Yeah, I know. So we're going to be going for some projectile damage next. So it looks like we are going to be using some projectile stuff after all. And our little melee physical attack's just there for now to be kind of a happy support thing. And I don't mind that. I mean, I still have some good single target as well. And traps provide good utility, so at least the fire trap will probably want some other trap eventually. Like bear trap looked very appealing, but more as a single target. And I've seen some guides since I was looking at that yesterday. It said, yeah, bear trap is a very effective item, and that's a lot of skeletal archers, so we are going to fire and ice them a little bit. See, I just have so many ways to kind of cut through everybody. It's nice to have flexibility. Oh, and this is why we don't want to run into elite packs. Or run out of traps. And now I have more gems that can't level up. I wonder if there's a way I can dismiss that. Notice. So Heavy Strike and Viper Strike can't, because I need more dexterity. So I have to be careful. If I can't level up with their ethereal knives, I may have to go just to increase my dexterity a little bit. That is a scary ass totem. Whoa, that is a lot of damage I can take. In fact, can we just... Ooh, okay, this is where hardcore mode gets fun. What can I do to range you instead of melee you? Not that. I just don't want to get too close. It seems like it has a pretty tough pulse attack.
Feeling a bit short
angry
on
cat
that.
outside too, so. it looks like my fireballs are making the false god very happy. Yay, you died. I was hoping that'd be a quest. Guess not. Well, that was interesting. We almost just had our... Like I was saying, I'm gonna die at some point. It would be to a stationary enemy whose abilities are easy to dodge. Okay, so... I want to do more projectile damage, but maybe I'll have to get some dexterity here.
Too much baggage.
Baggage still makes me think of the Jerry Springer show. If it's still on, I haven't had cable in forever. Not forever, but... one of those things you just used to have on TV when it come on. Scale vests. So that's armor and evasion. That's the combo we want. Unlike a bunch of skeletons that are trying to smash me in. So I think we'll see how many skeletons we can make explode. My traps aren't one-shotting things like they used to. And I probably could do better with some of my gem selection if I have so many that I just can't use. That's alright. Yeah, too much baggage. So now we're back to the ledge being a pretty large area as well, but we have hit our next site to see, which is the rocky climb. So let's see what we can go up and kill. Oh, hellions. That's never a good sign when you have some soft, fluffy things that resist lightning coming right for you, and I'm bleeding. Bleeding a lot. I'm puncturing. I don't quite know what that means. I have a feeling if you're spouting blood, maybe it's not a good idea to, puncture. You're bleeding and take physical damage over time. You take additional damage while moving. So when I'm bleeding everywhere, obviously these guys are so threatening that I can just keep my tooltip up,
but... Too much baggage.
There we go. That was a lot of killing. I kind of had to concentrate on that for a second. Yeah, so we don't want to move when we're spouting blood everywhere. I'm sure someone will say, well, isn't that obvious? Okay, so these goat men... I suddenly feel like I'm in Diablo 2. How many poor goat men have I obliterated in my gaming career? Oh good, I can.
I'm so good at this. I scam myself.
I had to pick the annoying smart-ass character. Okay, so next level requires 21 dexterity. Oh, it's Viper Strike. Gotta remember what my keys are here. So next level, we don't know yet, but even if we can't do it immediately, there should be some opportunities, especially if I can remember to click here. You know, we are going to get some more dexterity right about now, so that's okay. And we'll increase our projectile damage, and then we'll go up and around. Yay, so plus 12 attack speed as well, or 12%. So now we have more dexterity. Dexterity gives you evasion. Dexterity, as you can see, lets you use certain skills over other skills. And lets me say to this goat man, hey buddy. Mrrr.
Too much baggage.
The daughter loves goats. Too bad I'm killing him, so. Yay, I can level up that thing finally. Nice to when you can get those little clicky things off of you. Not as nice when flame hellions come to town, but why not use ice on them? I mean, I wasn't even just thinking, I saw things on fire, and they seem to leave a fire poo puddle when you kill them. Probably a good idea to set them on fire. So that's another flat damage increase ring. I am getting a little bit of slowdown, but it is the first weekend of open beta, so I imagine their servers are packed. But even so, I have been really impressed with the stability of this game. Grinding Gear Games has really managed to keep things up and running. I mean, it's just if you want to pick up and play, keep in mind this is free to play too. They've really seemed to nail just how to get things working. And I hope it stays that way, but at least in my experience, it's the opening days that are the most painful. I mean, I played WoW for a long time. If it was patch day for a major content patch, and then later even a minor content patch, it was a bad idea to try and get anything accomplished. It just wasn't going to happen. Whoa, we get goats and flame hellions, and that's a lot of damage that I'm facing. Rawhide boots if I can get to them. Kite it. Not taking a lot of damage at least, so. Whew, that guy just burst into fire. So, let's see, the rawhide boots are, yes. Ooh, increased movement speed. Yeah, we are. Fire trap, you're going in here. Well, once I equip you properly. Yay! You serve me well, but dex, movement speed, all things you want. Movement speed especially, man, that's like the golden stat for me to run into things and get myself killed. Ooh, that's a multi-shot guy, so I've just ran into a boss, which is exactly what I said I was worried about doing. Oh, those are poison arrows. Oh, we're in trouble. And we're being pursued by more elite pack that resist elemental damage. And ignites on death. And I may just have to go back to town real quick and try and figure out my flask strategy, because right now I'm running into more things that can kill me. Oh, is this it? Run! Because my life rate is leaving a lot to be desired right now. I really need to have just
Too much baggage.
gotten a better flask. So, small life flask versus medium life flask. I have 2 medium life flasks. So we will has 0 charges. I think I just emptied everything. Paw ring. You know what? It's probably a good time to portal anyway.